Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, ladies. How is everybody doing? So we are getting to the second week of January. Can you believe it? How productive have you been? I was thinking today how January's gone really fast and how productive I have been already. I've had my photo shoot and I took my friend for one today to see my lovely blonde lady, Kimmy. And we've got me and a couple, I won't say who it is yet, but we've got some things coming up. We're going to be doing an in-person training. So I've got some a workshop coming up. So yeah, we are in the plans of doing that. And yes, it's going to be podcasting. So you've got to keep your eyes peeled for that one if you want to come. And there's only going to be limited spaces because obviously it's going to be hands-on, 3 of us. So it's in a coaching day. But you can obviously work with me online one-to-one. You can buy my course now. It's like an hour masterclass where you can go through podcasting and how to set it up. And that's what it is. Sometimes you just want productivity. For me, it's being able to buy something at a really good price and being able to go and do it. So you're learning a skill. If I could tell you you could learn to podcast in an hour, would you believe me? Well, it's there. It's on my link tree. Ready, Set, podcasts. It's there. And Ready, Set, Published is the self-publishing one. So you can be productive and you can do this in your own time. It's an hour. You can go through it. You can take notes. Productivity for people looks so different. You can be as productive and as unproductive as you want. I mean, if you're poorly that week, that can really throw you off. But sometimes you're like, right, I think when you are on a roll, you can be really on a roll. But we've got to keep that momentum going. It's like the time blocking and doing all the manifesting. I feel like once you start investing in manifesting and you start showing up, I'm telling the universe, right, I am a brand shoot. I'm showing up for my business and my salon, and I'm busy back doing on everyone's hair. And you're showing up for the universe. You're showing that you mean business. You're showing the universe that you're aligned to what you do. Because if you wasn't, it would just be mundane and you wouldn't be happy. You'd be bored and dreading the days and you'd be counting your week for Friday, wouldn't you? And mapping your week out doesn't have to be boring. I used to think planning my week meant being strict, rigid and boxed in, but actually it's the opposite. When I don't map my week out, my brain is constantly switched on 100 tabs, thinking, remembering, juggling. But when I do map it out, I feel calmer and weirdly I get more done because I'm time blocking. I'm doing my fitness, my health. I've been tracking my calories on the Team RH app. I've been doing really good. Because I feel like my food's been going good and I've been just being on the ball and being more. I think accountability is the thing that we've got to be sometimes, especially in January. We always want to start off quite good, don't we? Because I feel like if we give ourselves too many weeks into January, we lose our heads and everything goes chaos. But what I do, I just keep it simple. I have my app on my phone, Google Calendar. It's not complicated. I just look at the week and think, right, what has to happen? What would I like to happen? And what actually needs space, not pressure. I'll batch things where I can, give myself breathing room and accept that some days are lighter than others, and that's okay. And that's with after school clubs and things are going on. Monday I'm doing a co-working session, so I'm going up to Ribble Valley and we're going to be with some lovely ladies and I'm actually going for lunch after. So Monday's for me, and I've had a few days for me because I thought, you know what, why not? Because I feel like if I reward myself with these I went for breakfast with my friend the other day for her birthday. It's about catching up with people. If you don't catch up with people over Christmas, sometimes it's nice just to do it in the January. And it was just a local, lovely top bistro that we went to for brekkie. So sometimes they're more powerful when you actually connect with people. So obviously we do a lot online and I see people in the salon. But it's nice to connect with people and actually have a normal conversation and talk. And we give each other tips, don't we? When we're parents and we talk to each other, we can say, well, what about this? And I suggest this. So I find that quite a powerful tool. Like, just have a minute, go and have a coffee with a friend. And actually just an hour's coffee can be so liberating and so powerful. And actually you can just you can kind of see what each other are doing and how people are running their show. And actually sometimes you can feel, actually I've got my stuff together, really. Like, I'm actually doing quite well. And it's a really good mindset shift for me. It's like mapping your week is a form of self-care. It's saying I matter too, my energy matters, and honestly, it's one of the quickest ways to feel more in control without adding pressure. I said to my friend today, so I took up to the Ribble Valley for a photo shoot, and I just said, we talked about business and doing, she's like, oh my God, you've been doing all this and doing all that. And I said, you know what, there's no, it's I have a child with additional needs. I have a lot going on, and I've managed to achieve so much because I've balanced it well. I haven't given myself tight deadlines. I've just done courses on the evening or in my own time. I've gone to networking. I've done collaborations. I've put myself out there. If you can be that person, you'll just stay and not achieve everything. And even if you can't take a job on at the minute, go and learn there's free courses. You can do free courses. If the local colleges, you can get so many freebies. Go and learn something. If it's not just for your own sanity, it's for your self-esteem, it's for your confidence to move forwards, because you might not be in a position to work yet. You might have a child with a disability and might not be able to work or find a job around that. But staying in the same place and going home and cleaning the house and having a coffee and then going back to school, long term, it doesn't do us any good. And this is why I have to keep going. I have to keep moving forward, and I probably do too much. I've created a life for me. I've created something. When I think about everything that I've done, I've got my salon, but then, and people said, I had a client said to me today, you've got 100 businesses, and I haven't, but it does look like that to other people. But I'm like, I haven't. I said, I've created this. I launched my podcast, and then I started writing, writing my book and then doing my journals. Then people was like, can you teach me? And I set up a course. I set up a business. So Manifesting Through Motherhood is about coaching, especially busy mums that want to, have some passive income, but just wants to be that main character, that story that, that wants to show up and not just be the mum at home and, while maybe your partner goes to work or you can't work. If anything, go and write a book at home. Go and create some journals and planners. You can be productive. Self-development is so important every day to keep learning. It's good for our mental load, our cognitive. Our brains need to be working, because we just lose it, and I forget people's names. I forget so much. So doing the things that I do, it keeps my toe in. I feel so rewarded by doing what I do. And I like to just learn different things all the time. If I'm not learning, I feel so behind the times. And I like to teach. I love being an educator. I love teaching people how to launch a podcast, how to publish books, even just working with people on mindset, the manifesting, how you can bring manifesting into your life. Because I say to people, it's worked for me. And everything that I've wrote down and that I mapped out in 5 years, and actually it was after lockdown, I've done it. I've actually done everything. And I'm like, now what? I've done it all really quick. I've done my book and I've done my podcast, and I'm now actually coaching as well. And now I'm changing people's lives. People listen to the podcast and message me, and it's just really nice. It's everything that I do, there's been a purpose for it. So you don't need a new routine. You don't need a new planner. You just need a moment to pause and say, what would make this week feel easier and enriched? I think enriched, just because we're at a certain age sometimes, doesn't mean we can't go and learn something new. Just go out and figure out what you want to do. Go make some plans. Go and buy my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood. Have a go through it. And if you're telling me that book hasn't inspired you, because there's activities in the book that you can write. All books are educational. For me, self-development is the main topic of my life, because without it, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have learned all these things. Knowledge, I always say, knowledge is free. Practice what you preach. Always go on to the next thing. And even if it's something that you don't really need, go and learn a language. I'm going to do some cooking. I'm going to bake some things with my mum. So I said we're going to do that because I haven't done like proper baking and cooking for a while. But I also want to do some languages, brush up on that. And yeah, so and I've obviously got some to-do lists that I'm going to like republish some of my books. I'm going to just change some of the covers and just make sure everything now is on brand. Like everything's coming together really nice now, and my image is done. And I wanted to portray everything that I asked my photographer to do. I want natural but professional. And everyone has said and commented, it's natural and professional. That's what I wanted because it's the pink vibe. It's me. It's what I'm about. What I love to do. And if I'm not portraying that, then I'm not really living up to my own standards, am I? I'm not practicing what I preach. Honestly, self-development, if anything, can make you feel so much better about yourself. I always say, write your story of your life. What do you want the next 3 months to look like? Go think about that. Your perfect day, your perfect morning, perfect week, your perfect month. I'm not doing anything crazy. I get up earlier. I'll come and do my workout. I'll do my journaling. I decompress. I chill. That's me. That's everything as a mum that I need just to have those minutes. And then I just love having tea with my husband at night, watching TV, watching series. I've got Love Island starting at the minute. I'm very easily pleased. I like to be productive, but I'm a bit of a home person as well. And when I fit this around, so people say, I'm not jetting off either and everywhere. I'm not doing that. I'm just living a life that you live, that most of your listeners will live. I'm just being a mum. I like my foot packs. I like my face packs. When you hear self-development, people think books, courses, like affirmations, journaling. Yes, that is it. And I love all that. But for me, self-development is about how I live my life day to day, about being aware, my energy, my choices, and how I support myself in the season that I am in. It's like the comfort season now of January, going out for some breakfasts, meeting some friends, just actually taking that time out. Because yes, I can work every day and earn money every day, but then I've also got to look after my well-being. I'm non-stop with my son, and it's just, you've got to weigh up, is it going to be beneficial working more? And this is why I teach you how to make passive income. This is why I do what I do, because we can do digital products. We can just create a little business. If you've got a business that you've got in mind, we can do a one-to-one. I can go through everything and map that out. It can take me an hour, and you could go where your head will be blown, because I'll blow you with so many ideas. People like when I do one-to-ones, especially podcasting, they're like, I never thought about doing that. And I'm like, there we go. When it's journals, I'm like, why don't you do a planner on this? Let's look at your business model. Let's do this. Let's do that. And they're like, how'd you get all these ideas? Because I can always get ideas for the people. It's blows my mind, because I watch people and what they're doing. I do a bit of research and what I know about the world and the industry, because I'm in it. I'm working in it all the time. I'm always online, and I know the potential of I know what consumers want and what people want from podcasts, and depending what the people that I help launch podcasts are not going to be self-development. There'll be a lot of spiritual people that I would work with, but I've had a complete range of podcasts, and they're like, obviously I don't know topics about, but it doesn't matter, but I can still think of 10 topics for them to do, because you start to, what happens is when you do self-development, your brain is like Pandora's box. And when I turned 40, I opened it. You know, when you do crazy things like get a motorbike and do dye your hair pink and green or whatever, I didn't. I started publishing books and journals and everything. I just thought, no, I'm going to learn something new. And that's why I did the podcast and everything else. And mapping the week out isn't about just squeezing in more. It's about giving your brain somewhere to rest, because everything is always swirling around all the time, and we are exhausted, and we can still show up when we are exhausted, but it does support our growth as well. Self-develop for me is reducing overwhelm. It's learning about how I work, what drains me and what fills me back up again, and that's friends, meeting up with friends, journaling, that'll help me, and then mapping things out and doing my journaling. It's seeing where I'm overdoing it, noticing what we're it's going right and wrong, and am I stepping out my own lane, and just protecting myself as well, my time, without the guilt. But we've got to think of energy sometimes over productivity. It's some weeks growth looks like progress, other weeks growth looks like rest, boundaries, or saying no. but mapping out your week helps you choose your energy instead of like reacting to everything. Because you can say, if someone says to you, let me look at your diary, what have you got in this week? Well, have you got fitness in? Yep. Have you got self-development? Yep. Have you done this? Have you done that? We can all say yeah, because you've been listening to this podcast, so you must be a pro by now. And like, I get people sending me foot packs and face packs. I'm like, Linz, look, I'm doing that now. You made me do this. One girl was like cleaning her cupboards out. One was up before cleaning like all the toxic friends out of a WhatsApp group. And I'm like, well, I didn't tell you to do that. But what I'm trying to always like feedback to you is like, look at your energy, look at where you are in life, look at your friendship. And it's fine that we can step out of these friendship groups because they're not going to serve us. We can still be friends with people. But I really struggle now that I do like to surround myself with people that I'm always learning and wanting to do more, because I feel like I need that, and I need to talk to people that are like that. My husband isn't like that because he's been in his job for over 20 years. He is in a different place with his work. He isn't like progressing all the time, and that's fine with that. So I fill my cup with my friends, and we talk about business and we collab, and then we're like, right, should we do an event together? Let's do this, let's do that, let's do some co-working. And then where you get your inspiration, where you feel like, yes, I'm so empowered, yes, I can be a mum, and yes, I can be a business owner. You might work for somebody, but you might want to still work on your self-development and work on you. You still might want to learn more just because you work somewhere. You might want to, your self-development can be within the workplace as well, to progress up the ladder or progress to another job. So it's just, if you're in a season where life feels loud or heavy, just honestly try mapping things out, get a good journal, a good planner, get everything wrote down, and like, not to change yourself, but to support yourself. And you are allowed to grow at your own pace, and that's what I've done, because you can only do what you can do when you've got children, especially SEN children, because sometimes they can be ill, and I see that at school, and things can knock us off, and things happen without our reach. But it's having the ability to like bring yourself back up again and think, actually, I've got the tools here, the manifesting tools, to start getting my crystals out, like just doing the visualization and the journaling and thinking for the future, like booking those massages in, booking the foot pack in, the face pack. Just book something in for you. I want you to start doing something for you, and I want you to message me as well. Like, have you got an idea? Are you sitting on something? I'm happy to send you a voice note, send me a message. Like, sometimes it's just having a little bit of back and forth with somebody, thinking, you know what, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? And you know that I'm going to encourage you anyway, because that's what I am all about. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So anyway, have a great day, whatever you're doing. And yeah, let me know what you've been doing in January. Have you bought my book? Have you been working through the book? What have you learned so far about manifesting? Are you new to manifesting? Are you a serial manifester like me? And what type of manifesting style, or like, do you like? What does it? Do you like visualizing? Do you like strategic, like vision board, doing all that? Because we can do it all, but sometimes we can be overloaded by it. To me, manifesting is having a positive mindset, setting a goal for myself, and actually sticking to it and planning. If we can do that, we can manifest anything that we want. It's raising our vibrations, telling the universe this is what we're ready for. Please send it our way, and we can run with it then. And then we can ask for a little bit more. So anyway, I will leave it there. Happy manifesting, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my link tree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together, it's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.